So we just posted a video of us growing our food in buckets, and you guys said, hey, listen, looks good, but there's some problems. So here are the problems. Our peppers are gonna be overly crowded. You said these things get huge and you're gonna be only supposed to put one pepper per bucket, which means we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more buckets. The rest of these, everybody said they were looking pretty good. And also later when we get back, we will go ahead and pick our first tomato off of that plant. He's looking good. He's got a lot of tomato plants coming out, like tons of them, tons and tons of tomatoes are growing fairly quickly too. Also, you guys said, it's so funny because I read some comments that say use Sevens dust. And then when I did use it, people were like, no, don't use it. It's dangerous and it'll kill everything. So we are actually just gonna use neem oil now. Neem oil is organic and is not dangerous to us or willow. Sevens dust is, like I said, we didn't use any on those. We only used it on the stuff over here. And these things are actually not doing that well anyway when it comes to growing at all. Like these things are getting eaten up. I'm thinking that they need a lot more water. So I have to water them again. If you take a look, they definitely look like they're getting a little shriveled up and there is no blackberries on here whatsoever. That looks pretty terrible. And then the blueberries are basically following suit in doing terrible. So, but we'll put, I think we did put neem oil also on these, so they should be doing all right. I just need to get more water to them, I think, because the sun is like perfect. Like they're in a perfect place for sun. But we're gonna go ahead, head back up to Tractor Supply. I also, because these videos are basically like, I'm reading the comments and making the video the same day I'm reading the comments. It's almost like real time, as much as real time as doing it almost every day. So we're gonna go up and get some buckets because y'all said on Memorial Day weekend, which it is right now, the buckets are on sale. And also we need some gardening mix or the soil. And I think we have everything else to transplant the buckets. And then we'll go ahead and do the elevation thing again because that's for drainage. I thought it was for like oxygen or something. That's not true. It's for drainage to let the water go through the buckets and everything. So we'll go ahead, get this done, head Tractor Supply. All right, in the bucket section, we got 6 more. So we're gonna go ahead, get some potting soil, garden soil, or whatever that we need. Go home, start planting these bad boys. We are back from Tractor Supply, and I wanted to do the a little update since the last video about the termites and what we found underneath the crawl space. I actually just edited that video, and I left out like a whole bunch of stuff, basically, that we have issues with and we don't have issues with. One, we do have live termites literally everywhere from the left side of the house to the right side of the house. There's several tubes under here. It's not a huge deal because it looks like they did no damage structurally. We got good eyeballs on it. We sent some cameras in. Dad and I were under that crawl space for a very long time and nothing structural. They probably ate, you know, a little piece of a 2x4 here and there. We already have our pest guy coming next week to drill and do all types of stuff to kill them, and then that will be done. We do have the bait stations. I heard a lot of people or saw a lot of people say, do you have bait stations? That was already done prior to us buying this place, the bait stations, but not everything is 100%. And that's what it comes down to, is that termites will find a way to eat your house. And the lucky thing is that we don't have an encapsulated crawl space, because we would not be able to see what we see. The encapsulation would hide all this stuff, and who knows, they could eat your beams and you wouldn't even know it because you can't see nothing. People have different thoughts about encapsulation, not encapsulation crawl spaces. We will not encapsulate this one. Old house, never meant to be encapsulated. We're gonna go ahead and do a lot of stuff in the front of the house to handle the moisture. And one of the biggest things is that right there. That is the chimney. Now the chimney is old and it's 100 years old and it is a lot worse off than we thought. So we have no mold, no moisture issues under the house. We are holding water, but it is drying very quickly and we know where the water is coming in from. So we're gonna fix all that in the next couple of months and go through it. The big expense though, there's no termite damage again, so there's not a huge expense there, just for them to come back out. And we are under a warranty when it comes to termites. So they're gonna come out and go ahead and do all that stuff for free. But the big expense, and we didn't really expect it this soon. We thought it would, you know, we might have to do a little work to it, but the chimney either has to come down or be rebuilt. It's sucking in way too much water. The mortar is completely gone on good sections of the chimney. It's not gonna fall down or anything like now. Eventually, it probably not. I don't know. It's pretty tough. Chimneys are inherently tough. But so it's not gonna like fall down, but it's sucking in so much moisture. People don't understand how much water actually comes in from brick if the mortar's gone, it's not sealed properly. This thing hasn't been sealed properly in forever, but they did, when they did everything around it, all the boards here, as you saw in the last video, are brand new. The only thing that ain't brand new under here are a couple of floor joists and all the beams that are all the old wood that are 100% perfect. But everything else is new. Everything around the chimney is new, but the chimney sadly will either have to come down or be rebuilt. My dad's finding a good brick guy that can come out and give us a total on what they think it would be to do both. It will change how this house looks forever, obviously, if you take the chimney down. But if, you know, who knows? It could cost $20,000, $30,000 to save the chimney, and that just ain't gonna happen. So stay tuned for that. But overall, it was a good bill of health for underneath the house. No mold, no water damage, very minimal termite damage. We saw exactly where the termites are coming in from. We can go ahead and treat that. But then we did multiple other inspections around the house, and the chimney, which we knew was not that good, we did a lot more probing and looking and stuff, and we found out that it's actually a lot worse than we thought. But it's a 100-year-old chimney. You'll have that. I actually talked to a lady down the street, and she has the same age house, 100-year-old house, and she is ripping her chimney out too because it costs so much to rebuild them nowadays. Ours is like an awesome tapered one, which is really hard to do, so even that would cost more money, and it's super tall. It's the top of the chimney is almost at the top of the eave of the house, which is like 2 stories high. So it is what it is. If she's got to come down, she's got to come down, but we got to protect the moisture in the house so we can get rid of all the termites and everything like that. So we already knew that was going to happen. That was the update. And so throughout, obviously, the home improvements, y'all will be part of that. But we would keep, if we do tear it down, we would keep this right here because there would be no moisture getting in from here, because we would do the roof line. Everything would have to be redone up there with a new roof line, new shingles and everything like that. And then we would keep this in here because we like the way that looks. So all that would stay the same. So it is what it is. We'll keep you posted. Probably won't happen for another couple of weeks. But right now, let's go move them peppers because they're overcrowded. Before we do those, I just drilled all the holes. I need some substance. And there's a tomato right here, ready for the picking. Come here, little buddy. I just fell right off of there. I ain't even gonna wash them off, right? Don't even need to. Let's see if it tastes better than Food Lion. That's a good tomato. All right, come on, guys. Start growing faster. As I'm over here gardening, Kayla has been doing super good today on Facebook Marketplace. We got a whole bunch of rocking chairs out of a storage unit, and she's been selling them super cheap, like $20 to $25 a piece. And they flew off the shelves along with a very large wooden chest. And so she has been selling on Facebook Marketplace. So far, this is her 3rd or 4th pickup just today. Super cheap stuff. But we just got to move it because we don't have the place to put it right now. And as you can tell, I am doing some replanting of peppers. So we didn't show any of this because it was the exact same thing as the other video. We just added all the peppers to their own pots. We do have 4 more spaces left that we can go ahead and do more buckets here. I'm thinking more of these gigantic ones that are already spawning stuff, because the other ones, they're just gonna take a long time, is what I'm saying, right? They're gonna take forever. I'm gonna want these a lot faster, grow faster. They're doing good, they look healthy. A couple of the peppers are already starting to form, I think, on one. And then the update here is this tomato plant is doing really well. Those are still really small. That ain't too shabby. Next day here, and we are in the eBay barn because we got some eBay stuff to do. We haven't done this in honestly 2 or 3 weeks listing on eBay. As you know, a lot of the videos have been house videos and just getting stuff figured out exactly what has to happen with the house. But listen, to work on the house, you need to have some cash flow to give to people to come and work on the house. So only one eBay sale today going out, and it is this guy right here. It's a little foregrip to a shotgun, and it went for only $20 plus shipping on that. And then we are going to actually list a lot of the Donald L. Reed bronze little vegetables. As you know, the auction, it's a little dark in here. As you know, the other auction company actually said, hey, we don't want to sell these. They're not up to our, I guess, the quality or the amount of money that they usually sell. So I said, you know what, that's fine. And that's really where we came to the Millionaire Locker. The only thing that, I mean, a lot of things were expensive, don't get me wrong. Each piece in there was between $100 to $300, which is an astronomical amount of money when you find a whole bunch of that type of stuff. So the locker, I think, will always go down as our best locker ever. The jewelry itself is still going to be the one that was worth the most amount of money that we haven't done anything with, that again is being saved. But when people were like, you need to send it into a high-end auction and everything like that, it just wasn't up to snuff for these high-end auctions. So that's why we did sell a lot of it on Whatnot and a lot of it on eBay, and we've done very well with it. And we did go ahead and say that we were going to go sell the rest of this on eBay and Whatnot. We had multiple people reach out to us and say, hey, whenever you're listed, make sure you tell us. We had multiple emails. So all I'm going to do, this is notifying everybody that these right here, most of the Donald L. Reed stuff is going to go ahead and go on eBay. I might save a couple for Whatnot on our next Whatnot show, which is the first Saturday in June. We are going to take off, I think it's May 31st is the next Saturday. We're going to take that one off. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and do another Whatnot show. We'll try to do at least 5 Whatnot shows in June. One Saturday we can't because it's going to be Vacation Bible School, and we won't have enough time to do that and then come home and actually do the Whatnot show. So there will be a couple Wednesday shows thrown in there, so just let that be known. But this stuff right here, I'm going to go ahead and list it today. I'm going to list the ones that were back on eBay. On eBay, a lot of people, actually, one of our bigger sellers that people like, that sold the best were these chili peppers. So we're going to list all the chili peppers on eBay, and then we will sell some of the smaller ones on Whatnot. So I was going to go ahead and do this today. It should be probably close 2,000 to 3,000. Maybe a little bit less of listings going up in one day, which will help our store immensely. Like I said, eBay has been falling off actually since we haven't been selling on Whatnot. We're just trying to get, we're busy is what I'm saying. So, but this has got to happen. We got to go ahead and start listing. My listing station here is very, very minimum. People always ask, well, how do people list? How do you do this? How do you do that? Basically, I got the computer over there that I'm gonna go ahead and watch some YouTube on. I have this light right here. I just move over here and I use this blue as the background. And that is really it. So for the next couple of hours, it's 11 o'clock. I did not go to the gym today because they're closed. But I did wake up at 6 o'clock and start editing film, and I did that all the way up until about 4 minutes ago. So I edited already for 5 hours to get one video out for the Bearded Thrift Machine. That one is gonna be smoking good. It's a really long video. It's like an hour and 12 minutes. And that was one of the endings of a storage unit. We have one more storage unit actually saved in the backyard. And that's what we're going to have to also do today is we got to move the trailers. We got to move Woodrow over where Grayson is and put Grayson where Woodrow is to make sure that we're closer to the dumpster. So we just got a fresh dumpster. So we are ready to go ahead and do the one in Grayson. And then also we will be hunting for more storage units this week to pick up to keep this ball rolling in storage units. Our YouTube on the Bearded Thrift Machine side, like I said, people love them. So that's what we're going to continue to do. But I'm going to go ahead and you guys have already seen all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and just start listing them on eBay. So if you were interested in the Donald L. Reed stuff, go ahead and take a look at them, and we will be open offers. So I'm going to go ahead and pack the forearm up and then go ahead and start listing these guys. So I listed for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I listed $4,700 on eBay. I think there's 25 items that I listed. Most of that's going to be the Donald L. Reed bronze stuff. I have them listed super high, but I'm willing to negotiate. I also kept half to put on Whatnot, the little ones. So if you are interested in them, follow us on Whatnot. Now here what we have to do is we basically already have a Whatnot show. We got to go ask Kayla if she's already put the Whatnot show up in June so I can actually get this stuff going. But also what we have to do is go downstairs because we did an entire storage unit in the last couple of days, and downstairs is completely full. Kyla, is that my lunch?
That's your lunch.
Thank you so much. So after a delicious lunch right there, chicken fingers in the air fryer. We get that like all natural chicken you put in the air fryer. Super delicious, and 2 things of water. Now what we have to do is, again, it's an ongoing battle, but clean this room. This is what it looks like. So this is the stuff we pulled out of the storage unit, and it goes all the way over here. Most of this is booth stuff. The parents did just pick up 3 boxes of booth items, so our booth is probably already restocked. So it was stocked for Memorial Day weekend. My parents are actually out of town right now, so when they get back, they'll probably stock it again, and we'll have a whole bunch more stuff to actually give them because, boy, do we have a lot of stuff for booth. But what I'm going to do is just go through some stuff. I can't show what I found on this channel anymore because I did that one time and everybody on the Bearded Thrift Machine was like, we already saw this. So now you got to watch it on the Bearded Thrift Machine. Just know that it is absolutely crazy, the stuff that we found in the last storage unit. So go ahead and subscribe to the Bearded Thrift Machine. You see exactly what that is. But a lot of this, some of this stuff, I'll show you one. Okay, I'll show you one because you know me, I get too excited. Let's just say this ain't the only piece we found. Nice sterling silver plates and bowls. And I ain't going to say nothing else. But let's just go ahead and say that. Now, this one does have a dent in it. But Dad is going to go ahead and shine some of this stuff up. That stuff will then be posted on eBay. That will not be posted on Whatnot. Now, we do have some smaller items that'll probably go to Whatnot. But these right here will go to eBay. And then, like I said before, you've heard it a million times. Basically, it is just a routine. Go ahead and split things up for eBay, Whatnot, and Booth. And that's what I'm going to do probably for about an hour or so. We pre-pack the Booth things in boxes. So when my parents get here, we just got to hand them the box. And they usually been taking about 3 boxes. My mom has been doing our Booth exclusively now. We just give her the stuff. And she puts the stuff in there, and she's doing an excellent job, so thank you so much. And we got the one package packed. And then, like I said, the next couple hours, I'm going to go ahead and just move this stuff around where it needs to go, and then go ahead and move the trailers. So the downstairs is pretty much full. We filled up 3 or 4 more boxes for the Booth, and we still have a whole bunch of shelves left. I know it doesn't look much cleaner, but it is. This stuff is all going to be Booth related back there. And then when we start going through stuff, we'll put this stuff in boxes and ship it off to the Booth. And now what I'm going to do is try to get ahead of Whatnot. Like I said, this Saturday we do not have one, but the next Saturday we do. I already have it set up. So I'm going to have Kayla go ahead and post the show, and I'm going to start listing the items on that show. A lot of that stuff came out of the really good storage unit that people were asking about. So if you are interested, again, the link is down below. Use my link, get $15 off the entire website for your first purchase. So go ahead and do that. It's $15 for free. And that is going to be, again, at 6 p.m. on not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Again, all that stuff is going to be listed down below. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. The most important thing about people always say, how do you get so much stuff done a day? Is like time management. I used to be this big multitasker. Like when I was a police officer, I'd be on a call, doing something else. And then I try to do that here. But now I just put what I have to get done and get that one thing done immediately. So I know this morning I had to get a video edited. I woke up at 6 o'clock, got the video edited. Nothing got done before that. I had to send a couple emails to things. Got that done. That was all the computer work. Then came over here. I knew I had to get at least 20 items listed on eBay. Got that done. I knew I had to get this cleaned up. Got that done. And now let's go ahead and get as much possible listed as possible on Whatnot before I go outside. It's raining, so I don't want to go outside quite yet. And move the trailers for tomorrow morning when we wake up early and go ahead and start filming out there. So it's just a battle. I think today's Monday. Today's Monday, and like today, Kayla gets all the house stuff completed, all cleaning of the house, the laundry, the this, the that, the food for the week, and everything like that is done. And then I kind of get everything done ready for the week for the business. So that's what we got going on. It's not very exciting to list things on Whatnot, so I probably won't film it. Just know that I take a picture, I say exactly how much it weighs, and then I place it on Whatnot to be sold at a later date. That is about the extent of doing that for Whatnot. Kayla's gonna go ahead and get a jewelry show ready. We plan to run multiple everything shows, jewelry shows, and clothing shows. So be ready for that. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this stuff listed. So I am done listing everything that's going to go on Whatnot. So I am 1 week ahead, which is good. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap all this up. We've done all the listing that we're going to do today. If you think about it, if you add Whatnot and eBay together, I've listed, I think, 130 items in about 4 to 5-ish hours. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and move the trailers around. I might even mow the grass. It's supposed to rain all week. Chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I think good on Friday. The thing is, the grass in the back is getting very, very high. And I like good cut grass now. You know, I'm at that age where I'm like, hey, either get a smoker and start smoking some ribs or cut your grass. And I'm going to start cutting grass. So go back there, take a look at it. You can actually tell from this Kayla's window here. Is that all? You can't see because there's some. See all that white stuff? That is the weeds out there. So I'm going to go ahead, probably move one trailer so I can cut the grass there, and then cut the grass to move the other trailer. It's just a lot of moving things around, really. So go ahead and shut all this stuff down. It says right here, rain is coming in 2 hours. That's what my 20-year-old computer says. So I probably trust this one more than anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, go outside, mow some grass. All right, so we have changed Woodrow over there. We got Grayson hooked up to the truck, but I'm not gonna move Grayson next to the dumpster until I am done mowing. And the other day we actually got to pull Woodrow for the first time, and it is a larger trailer. I think it's actually lighter, but it pulls so much better than Grayson for some reason. Grayson is very, very, you know it's back there. Not so much the weight, just the moving around of it is like a lot. And then when we put Woodrow, it was so much better. So I don't know, they almost look like identical in like size and shape and everything, but Grayson is 6 inches taller, not on the inside, but on the outside from some sort of like trim piece or something. I have no idea, but Grayson definitely pulls a lot worse than Woodrow. So I don't know the difference, ain't got a clue. But they're both doing their job now, so that's good. We also haven't seen Daniel in a while, don't know where he is. And if you listen, there's somebody else mowing their grass because it's perfect grass weather right now. Overcast, not hot. Hurry up, get this stuff done. I might even do the front because like I said, rain's coming in 2 hours, so we gotta move fairly quickly. I should be able to get the back done in about 45 minutes. We're gonna actually do teamwork today. Kayla's gonna weed eat, I'm going to mow, and then we'll hopefully knock this stuff out. All right, we filled her up with gas. The Cub is looking good. I haven't shined it up in a while. We've been using it a ton. We're gonna go cut some grass. All right, so we have done the front and the back before the rain came in. Little sprinkles, and we didn't weed eat. We ain't got the time today. But these stumps are gonna be so much better when they're gone for like mowing. Just ease of mowing is gonna be good. But we are doing like a list, and the stumps are further down the list, obviously, as you guys know. But I mean, look at them lines right there. Little squiggly, but not terrible. We're gonna go ahead and move Grayson over there. Prepare for tomorrow early morning, going through this entire unit. We got to get the entire thing done to set ourselves up for doing more. Also, there's not a lot of weight in this. And if you look, the truck always squats so bad. So I think we're going to end up getting like air shocks in the back to help this out, because there ain't no reason it should be looking like that. That's embarrassing. So Kayla did the weeds up here. It looks really, really good. And like I just said in the beginning of this video, the old chimney has to come down. Look how beautiful it is. But it is super soft and it is just leaking so much underneath. It's got to come down, sadly. And to rebuild it, I already went over it. We ain't doing it, are we? Nope. Sadly, the old chimney's got to come down. It's just going to change the roof line a little bit, but
picture.
You did AI a picture? I'll put it in.
I didn't want to get the big shocker.
Yeah. It doesn't look bad with the chimney gone. It's just right now it looks cool with the chimney, but honestly, it's too much money to try to rebuild that and everything. So I have an idea of people might be able to own some of the chimney. I have ideas in my brain right now of you could literally own a piece of our house, but that will be coming down probably in the next month or two. And then the roof line won't look that bad. I think it's going to end up looking like a little cottage instead of like a older home. Might look like an old cottage. I have no idea, but she's got to go. So we're out here grilling on the deck out here, and Kayla's out there picking up golf balls. Not 100% sure where they're coming from, but we've noticed multiple golf balls in our actual yard back here. I did see a guy over there in that White House, if you can see right there, hitting a golf ball the other day. So I'm assuming that it's him. He's on the phone over there. But the thing is that we park our stuff back here now, so I don't want like a golf ball going through the old Dodge's window. Maybe we can get a bigger fence. Maybe we'll have to get like a 20-foot fence or something around the whole property, so no golf balls are intruded on here. And also in the last video, a lot of people said we should go after the termite company or the sellers if they knew they were termites. I don't think that they did. The amount of swarmers that were in the house, I think they would have definitely noticed that. And they didn't really do that much damage as you saw in the last one. The issue with the house isn't really so much the termites right now. That's an easy fix. Kill them and go from there. But the hard fix is going to be definitely the moisture up around the house. So we already knew that when we purchased it, that there was going to be a whole bunch of different like issues with the moisture. So you know, like I said, and we knew that the chimney was bad. We knew that that was going to be an issue within the next 5 to 10 years. We didn't think it was as bad as it was, but it's just one of those things. You got to keep moving. There's always something going on that you just keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? There's always something that's going to tear you down and say, oh, just don't worry about it. Just keep on moving forward. handle the problems as they come, and then it's all you can do, one step at a time. As the burgers are cooking, what we're gonna go ahead and do is just a couple questions and answers real fast. So actually questions and I'll answer as best as I can. First question.
Where or how is your mosquito machine working out?
I have no idea. We haven't plugged it in yet. Ain't got a clue, but whenever I do plug it in, I'll let you know.
People are asking how they find the eBay store.
The easiest way is in the description here. Like if you're on your phone or you're actually on the computer, there's like 3 little dots that you actually have to hit at the very bottom of the screen, and then that will give you the description, and then it's in there. That's the easiest way.
Now, what if they're watching it on TV?
If they're watching it on TV,
Can they look it up on eBay?
Grab your cell phone, hit those 3 little dots, or your computer, because I don't know whether I have any other way to do that.
And it's linked on our Facebook.
And it's linked on our Facebook. Yeah, the Facebook, if you have Facebook, go to our Facebook and it's linked there. That's the easiest way to get to it. For some reason, I even have, like, I know my dad's eBay
name.
and I can never find it. Ever, ever, ever. So the easiest way is go ahead and hit Facebook, or it's going to be in the description on YouTube.
Can Willow eat freeze-dried liver treats?
I'm going to say probably.
Oh, yeah. She would
Right?
love
She would
those.
probably love that. She does have a sensitive stomach, but only to, like, really process stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she, like, real natural stuff, she does really, really well with. So anything like that that's natural, she does A-okay with.
What is the easiest way to find furniture that you're selling?
We list all of our furniture on Facebook Marketplace, and then we've also been giving some furniture to your parents, and that's also on Facebook Marketplace too. So they sell some stuff, we sell some stuff. Well, as you can tell, we just ain't got the room again for the furniture, as we need to keep, we need to get rid of a lot of it as fast as humanly possible. So we already sold the rocking chairs from the last unit. We sold a ton of stuff. Super, super fast. So that ain't too shabby. We do appreciate it. I know it's kind of like a day of work. Like I said, I listed like 130 items today on different platforms. And then tomorrow we got Grayson. We're going to go ahead and do that for the new storage unit we got. But we'll also hopefully be buying us another storage unit this week. We are clicking on the storage unit. The idea of the rotisserie of trailers back there with storage units is going to work only if we can find storage units. So that's the thing. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully find another one this week, get done with Grayson, and fill them up again. We'll catch you on the next one.